And again, everybody, thanks so much for joining us this evening. Again, got a really good basketball game coming your way. Jeffersonville versus BNL. We're going to take a couple minutes here, get everything set up here. We've got Coach Dan Bush and Damon Bailey in the booth with us tonight. So looking forward to some stories. And if you can, hit that share button, hit that like button. If you are watching on Facebook or Twitter or any other of those features, when the game starts, we will shut off Facebook, Twitter, and the Bedford North Lawrence High School YouTube page. The pregame will only be on those channels, but the entire game will be on AWH Media. They're on YouTube. The link should be in the post on those wherever you're watching from. But again, everybody, stick around. We're going to be back here in a couple minutes, and then we'll get Damon and Coach Bush on with us and start talking some basketball with those two gentlemen. But we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Acquired by Damon Bailey and Randy Hawkins in 2011, Resource Services is your one-stop shop for anything from janitorial to food service supplies. Resource Services specializes in K-12 education. We are the preferred vendor for the Indiana-approved shopping cooperative. We offer name brands with competitive pricing. Our staff is trained to help solve your issues and help save you money. We are located in Bedford, Indiana, and service the entire state of Indiana, Kentucky, Southern Illinois, and parts of Tennessee. Give us a call today at 812-275-4790. Founded by Randy Hawkins and Damon Bailey in 1994, Hawkins Bailey Warehouse is a full-service distribution and fulfillment company with a focus on products pertaining to the heavy-duty industry. Being centrally located in Bedford, Indiana, makes it possible for our sales and transportation teams to service Indiana, Kentucky, Illinois, and Ohio. Hawkins Bailey Warehouse stores and ships bulk and packaged products from many of the leading manufacturers in preventative maintenance supplies in the heavy-duty industry. Our product lines contain such highly regarded companies like Cummins Filtration, DA Lubricants, and Phillips 66 Lubricants. Feel free to call our office directly at 812-275-8888 and talk to one of our sales or service representatives and find out how Hawkins Bailey Warehouse can help your business today. Acquired by Damon Bailey and Randy Hawkins in 2011, Resource Services is your one-stop shop for anything from janitorial to food service supplies. Resource Services specializes in K-12 education. We are the preferred vendor for the Indiana-approved shopping cooperative. We offer name brands with competitive pricing. Our staff is trained to help solve your issues and help save you money. We are located in Bedford, Indiana, and service the entire state of Indiana, Kentucky, Southern Illinois, and parts of Tennessee. Give us a call today at 812-275-4790.
And again, everybody, thank you so much for being with us here tonight. Again, here in just a couple minutes, we'll have Damon Bailey and Coach Dan Bush join us up here in the booth. But again, just want to say thank you to everybody. If you can, hit that subscribe button there on YouTube. Hey, want to give a shout out to Bubba's Pizza down on the square. If you haven't been to Bubba's, head on over to Bubba's Pizza, get some pizza. I haven't had the opportunity yet to make it down to Bubba's, but if you can, head on down. I'm hoping to make it down there this weekend or next weekend, but looking forward to eating that pizza down there. But again, Bubba's, thanks for putting us on down there at your restaurant. Hopefully you guys got a busy night going on. But again, we're going to be back here in just about a minute. I'm going to get these guys put their headsets on, and then we'll get to talking some basketball. All right, everybody, welcome back here to Bedford North Lawrence High School and BNL Live. I want to welcome in my dad, as always, Tom Harrell, and two Indiana basketball legends, Coach Dan Bush and Damon Bailey. And guys, thanks so much for joining me tonight, Coach. We'll start with you.
Oh, well, you're very welcome, Aaron. You didn't tell me this guy was going to be here.
Hey, you know, there's always surprises here, so I figured for the BNL Jeff game, it's been a pretty good rivalry over the years.
Well,
I don't think it was a rivalry for Damon. It was just a.
Damon loved to play him.
That's right. He was 6-0 on his career.
He scored about 50 points every game he played him.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. His freshman year, he had 40 something.
It had 40, I think, and like I said, I love playing Jeffersonville. Then Coach couldn't hold me back. We had to run to keep up with him. So
that's right. Well,
that was the truth.
I talked to Alan today to get some stats from him, and I think it was your freshman year, Damon. It was 103-92, and my comment was, I said, "Well, did you guys play any defense at all?"
No, they didn't.
And then you go to the regional championship, it was 91-68. So a little defense, you know, as you got older.
Made some adjustments.
The second game was a whole lot more enjoyable than the first. Although they were both very enjoyable. I tell you, Damon had a lot of good games. Our teams, we were blessed with really good guards and forwards that could handle the ball. And if you could beat their press, you could shoot layups. But the trouble was beating their press. But we played them, and we were always able to do that. We had Greg Pittman and Jay Ritter and Ernie Lovell and Jamie Cummings and Jimmy Jones and had some really good guards, and they handled the ball, and we could beat the press. We shot a lot of layups.
Yeah. We saw a little bit of that during the JV game, but that was one thing from got a comment. Andrew Short says hello. But yeah, that was one thing we saw, that it was Jeffersonville. I'm sure Coach Wilkerson is going to run a lot of the same stuff that he ran back in the day there a little bit, but they were getting up and down the floor, and then if they missed the layup, BNL just beat them right down the floor. So.
Yeah, Jeffersonville's always been a team that likes to get up and down. I think, with Sharon being there now, I will say where he's been in the past, he was in Madison for a couple of years there, Madison Shaw. His coaching style has been in the past a little bit more disciplined than maybe you think of a typical Jeffersonville team. So we'll see if he's able to instill that, because obviously they, year in and year out, are going to have the athletes to be very, very good. And obviously this team is young. Probably still a little bit of a work in progress, but it's something that, like I said, if Sharon can get them to play with some discipline and use their athletic ability, it could be a long night.
Yeah. I think on paper it should be a really good basketball game. One thing that the Stars have to do, I know BNL's never really been blessed with a bunch of size, but especially this year. But they're going to start, I think, 6'7", 6'8". On the front, I think there. So, but it's just that's rebounding is going to be key.
Jeffersonville always very athletic, and they always play hard. And like I said, if you can take care of the ball, you have a chance. But if you don't take care of the ball and you turn it over, and they get a lot of breakaway baskets, and they're probably not just going to be layups. They're probably going to be dunks.
Yeah. They were out here before the game showing off their dunking ability. So.
And we probably didn't have many guys out there doing that, did we?
I don't think we had any that were out there doing that.
Well, it'll be interesting if we take care of the ball. I'm sure we'll compete with them. Jeff Hine does a really nice job with these kids, and sometimes you're just outmanned, but you can stay in the game if you can take care of the ball.
Yep. That's one thing that we always talk about up here is his game planning is so good. So good. I know he studies film a lot, and I'm sure you have a lot of conversations with him, I'm sure.
Right, yeah. I talk to Jeff quite often. Obviously was able to coach with him, 1 year, and he's had a lot of success throughout the years. And he has a style of basketball that, will keep you in games and can make it very frustrating for teams such as Jeffersonville. I think it's going to be important that we hang around early, that we don't let them, get out to a lead where we have to play a style that maybe doesn't fit us. If we can control the basketball and take care of the basketball and make them guard, that's going to be key. Again, typically a Jeffersonville, a New Albany, some of those teams, they like to get up and down the floor and they don't put a whole lot of effort on the defensive end. They'll block shots and make it difficult just because they are so long and athletic, but they don't like to get in the stance and guard very long. And so hopefully we can keep things close early and control the pace of the game. And I think if we can do that, then we're definitely going to be right there at the end.
Right. And one thing we saw before I go to this comment, if you are watching on Facebook and Twitter, those streams are going to end now. Head on over to YouTube. But we'll continue the conversation here. But the one thing I noticed during the JV game was BNL actually playing the zone to try to get them out of the middle and the dribble drive. What's your thoughts on that, Coach? We'll start with you here.
Well, I don't care for zones, as you well know, but we played one a few times, and if played well, they're very effective, and that's why you have to do it